everyone and welcome to today's video. In today's video we'll be discussing the latest news going on in the Russian-Ukraine war. We have a lot to talk about, so let's get into it. Let's first start off with the borderlands, which is the most active zone right now. Some of this footage will be censored for YouTube. You can check out the uncensored version for free on my Rumble channel. It will be linked in the description. So let's first start up with some claims. According to claims, the Russians have captured all these villages in the red, which is in between the gray zone, and the yellow, which implies that they are under Ukrainian control, the yellow, and they all right here as well. These are just unconfirmed claims by Russian military bloggers with no geolocated photos. The Russians also reported a soldier in the Kraken unit was captured during the border skirmishes. Now right here you can see that the Russians are crossing the border, and you can see that's a lot of men once it zooms in crossing the border. There's no protection from any vehicles, any tanks, any APCs, any BTRs. It's just a bunch of men, probably around 30 to even 35, just crossing the border with no protection. If they were assaulting a place, that's what we would call a human meat attack, but they weren't assaulting a place, but it was still, there was no protection with them. This is footage of, and this will be censored unfortunately, again you can check out Rumble, of the Russians basically being slaughtered by Ukrainian FPV drones. There's no protection around them. They don't have any tanks, they don't have any APCs or anything, and they are just being dogged by these Ukrainian drones. There's just men walking in this flat open terrain. This is flat open terrain, and then the FPV drone drops a grenade by them, and then the man falls. So that's basically what's going on. We can see the former Ukrainian trenches over here. So if the Russians take the trenches, which it seems like they did in this video, it will be better for them. However, just throughout this video, all you are seeing is a lot of men getting destroyed by these FPV drones, and they don't have any cover, any armor fighting vehicles to cover them or nothing like that. We also have a Russian FPV drone strike that struck this car. We really don't know what was in there, but and this is striking Ukrainian positions. As you can see, these are pretty decent positions, but they're nothing like special. So this is not the front line, the first line of defense. This is most likely the Ukrainian buffer zone. According to reports by pro-Russian military bloggers, they have captured this village over here, or this area, and all we have is pictures. We don't know who took these pictures. According to the Russians, these pictures are all from them, but really we can't tell. Also, a Ukrainian Bradley was destroyed here, and that's good news out there. It was destroyed, but it's good news to see that they're all vehicles such as the Bradley on the front lines as this fighting is going on. Again, we have videos of a Russian vehicle getting destroyed, and you guys won't be able to see this, but right here there is a lot of dead Russians, probably about 10 dead Russians just outside the vehicle, all piled up and dead. So it's unfortunate for this war to be going on, but this is really what's going on at the moment. A lot of men are dying, and they have taken some ground, but a lot of men are dying. Over here we really don't have any geolocated footage of advancements. We do have bombs though. We do have the Russians using FAB 500s to bomb the Ukrainians. We also do have pictures of the destroyed and videos of destroyed apartment buildings and things like that. So moving on, we also have the Ukrainians have begun strikes in Belgorod. From this strike, it seems like it was obviously a missile of some type. We don't have any info on what type of missile it was, and according to the Russians, 19 people were injured because of the shelling. And this is obviously going to happen. You attack on this front, Ukraine's going to try to attack the Russians here. Another thing Ukraine could do, which it could not do back then on the initial invasion when the Russians attacked this place, was because they were not prepared. They can also flood this dam. There's a dam located somewhere around here, and the Ukrainians could flood it to stop and slow down the Russian advance. They did something similar in the Battle of Kiev when Russia was trying to encircle Kiev. All throughout the front lines, there are basically no advancements made. There's just destroyed Ukrainian artillery, destroyed Russian vehicles, and all that stuff. Over here on this map, you can kind of see a little advancements by the Russians, but this advancement was actually yesterday. So throughout the front lines of main activities going on in Kharkiv right now, again, we really don't know how this is going to end. and I'll keep you guys updated. Make sure to like this video, comment your thoughts down below, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Bye.